Here's an amazing fact. Today's United States dairy industry produces 50% more milk than it did 60 years ago in the 1940s, but using 60% fewer cows to do it. We're talking 190 billion pounds of milk produced each year from nearly 9 million cows, or just about 21,000 pounds, or about 2,440 gallons of milk from each cow each year. Milk that provides essential nutrition for the growing population of the United States and throughout the world. Let those numbers sink in. 190 billion pounds of milk, 9 million cows, some 2,440 gallons of milk per cow. Now here's an interesting question. Can you guess how the dairy industry has achieved this truly impressive growth in its productivity, which is the amount of milk produced by each cow? Take a second and think it over. Well, the answer is science and technology. Revolutionary gains in our basic understanding of genetics and biology have been transformed into equally revolutionary advances in the tools and processes dairy farmers use to breed and care for their cows. From selective breeding and biotechnology to nutrition and healthcare, all supported by the way today's computer technology allows us to manage huge amounts of information. At a moment in history when all of us are more and more aware of the need for human beings to lead greener lives, this kind of example of getting a lot more output with a lot less input is not just amazing, it's also exciting and even inspiring. We can learn a lot from dairy farmers because they're just real-world people who've learned how to use science and technology to meet real-world challenges, like developing healthy products for the growing number of people on Earth, while using fewer natural resources, creating less waste, and at the same time, contributing to our economy.
Good morning, sir.
When you think about it, it's the kind of thing many of us are going to be asked to do when we enter our own careers. One way dairy farmers do this is by applying the basic principles of genetics, the idea of dominant and recessive genes and the inheritance of traits, to breed cows with just the right mom and dad so that they're healthier, stronger, and produce more milk throughout longer lives than cows were able to do in the past. Dairy farmers also use science and technology to care for their cows as individuals throughout their lives. For example, farmers use computer technology to keep track of a cow's health, starting from the day it is born, from what kinds of food it's eaten, to the medicines it's taken, to the care it's gotten from doctors. And here's something else to think about. 99% of dairy farmers live on their own farms, and part of their way of life is taking good care of their cows. It's a source of real pride and satisfaction, and farmers love to see a cow chewing its cud because that means the cow is content. It's like a cow smiling. So whenever you see a cow chewing its cud, remember, there's both a caring farmer and a lot of science and applied technology behind that smile. It's amazing!